Hello guys, thank you for coming back. In this section, we are going to make entire layout by using Mern boilerplate I've made. The reason why I use the Mern boilerplate is if I make it from the very scratch, it will take too long time to build the whole application, and I really want to focus more on YouTube clone than just the basic feature. But if you really want to know more about the basic feature tools, I already made the videos for the boilerplate. So if you come to my channel, you see a lot of videos for boilerplate I've made. And then we will also connect our MongoDB database into our application. These two things are the things that we are gonna do in this video. So first we go to the boilerplate repository. So I'm going to leave the URL below so you can come in here with that URL. So you can download this file or you can just clone it. So I'm going to download this one, download zip. You can save this repository in the folder you want to save. So I'm going to save it and then I'm going to open it. In here, I get this one. This name would be boilerplate Mern master. So first you can change the name. For me, I'm going to say React YouTube app. And then I'm going to turn on the editors. I really like the Visual Studio Code. And then I drag the file I downloaded inside the editor. And then I make it bigger to let you see more easily. There are some processes we need to do to run these applications. So first we need to do npm install. The reason why we need to do npm install is if we see in here package.json, there are some dependencies we already downloaded in the server part. So to download these dependencies, that we need to do npm install. So click it. So if you finish it, or if you see the client and then package.json, there are also dependencies that we need to download for the client part. Clear. And first we need to go to client part, cd client, and then we need to do npm install again as well. So now we finished downloading dependencies for the server and the client part. So there is one more thing that we need to do is that we have the MongoDB. So we are gonna use the MongoDB for our database. So we need to connect that database into our application. So to do that, so if you come in here, config and that key and production. So first we need to make the file named dev.js. Dev means development and prod means production. So if we are developing our application in development mode, so we are going to use this one. So if we run our application in production mode, we are going to use this one. So Mongo URI. So in here, we need to write this one, module export and Mongo URI. We have this one. Copy and paste it, and so in here we need to bring some secret key from the MongoDB. So first to get this secret key, so first we need to go to MongoDB website. We flew over to web browsers and we need to type MongoDB DB and click this one to go inside MongoDB. And so if you don't have an account for the MongoDB, you can just click the try free. So the signing up the MongoDB is really straightforward, so I'm not gonna do it by myself. So if you don't signing up this MongoDB, so you can just sign in. So if you come in here, first thing you need to do is you need to build a new cluster. So we will click it. I'm going to just choose AWS. There we are gonna use the free tier, so don't worry about paying something. So to use the free tier, so you're gonna choose the one which has this free tier tag. So I live in the Seoul, but Seoul doesn't have free tier, so I'm going to click the Singapore, where is the closest to Seoul. So for your case, depending on where you live, you can just click just the ones with the free tier tab, and then we're gonna just click this create cluster, and then you can just click in, and I already have it, so I'm not going forward from here. So I'm going back, and so in here, after making it, so you need to come in here, database access. So in here, so we need to make MongoDB user. So we need to click the add new user. So in here, we need to type a user name. So I'm going to type the J1. In here, we need to type the password. So I'm going to type just anything. But in here, I want you to remember the name and the password, because we need to write these two variables in here. So that's why you need to remember it. And then after typing these two, so we can just click the add user. I already have this name, so I type in like this, add user. So after making our MongoDB user here, so we click the cluster. So now we need to click this connect button, and then in here we can click connect your application, this one, and in here we need to copy this one. So we copy it, and then we just need to paste it in here. So if you see in here, you can see the username and the password. So in here, so you can just put the username you just made and then the password. So for me, J1 on, and for password, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you can just save it. So now we did everything for running this Mern application. Now we are going to run this application by typing. First, we need to go back to our server directory. To do that, cd ... and then in here we can just type npm run dev. So if you have this kind of error, address already in use, the 5000, that means the other server already is running on the 5000 port. So because we are using the 5000 port for the server, if you see in here, and then if we go down, so our application is listening to 5000 port in the development mode. So we are going to first kill that server that is running 5000 by typing pkill and node, and then we are going to type npm run dev again to run our application. So this is our starter point for our YouTube clone. So if I first briefly explain about this starter point, so we already have a sign up feature and then sign in feature. So this feature include the JWT web token, and if we see our code in here, even the Redux, the state management part is also already included in here, in the src action and reducer. But we are not going to use the reducer a lot. We are going to use the reducer for only user data state. So if we come in here and if we just turn on our Redux extensions, so in here you can see the user's data. We didn't log in yet, so that's why is authentication false and error. But if we log in, so log in here, so I already signed up with this user account. After signing in, if I turn on the Redux extensions, so we can see is us changed into true, and then user's ID and user's email and name, a role and image is included in the Redux container. Even the login success is true because we login. So if you don't know about the Redux yet, it actually doesn't matter. Just that we are not gonna use the Redux a lot. We come back in here. So from here, we're gonna really make the website like YouTube. In our next videos, we are gonna first make the upload video page. So I hope it will be really helpful for you, and thank you for watching this video, and see you later. Thank you.